Hello and welcome to This Year in Anthem, capping off this week in Anthem for 2018. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. This has been a big year for Anthem, setting us up for the coming launch in February. We've gone from knowing almost nothing to near weekly dev live streams, showing gameplay, and even some of us have been lucky enough to try out the alpha. Along the way we've picked up some awesome content creators and community members who are all working to bring the Anthem community together. Up until this year, what we knew about Anthem outside of the very rough concept was pretty vague, with no real evidence to how loot, customization, or even the basic gameplay loop would function. Fortunately, a lot has changed since then. Starting off with E3. The previous year brought the official trailer, and this year did much the same, though we also got a small panel Q&A, and more importantly, the first look at an actual mission, from the perspective of one of the Javelins. Though I think they could have delivered this content better with their limited time. In the contrast to much of the EA lineup, it was one of the few good parts of the conference. The litany of interviews from all sources had people, especially content creators, scouring every source we could get our hands on. Some of the lucky ones attending got to see the full demo, with members of the team playing through a mission as part of a stronghold as a group. The most notable outcome, outside of the footage you'd see spammed on every channel for the coming months, was on the shoulders of Mark Dara. He started the Ask Me Almost Anything About Anthem, continuing to answer questions on Twitter throughout the event, which still remains ongoing, bringing with it dozens of clarifications over literally hundreds if not thousands of tweets. The next major event to follow for Europe was Gamescom, bringing with it a little more Anthem news, and most notably started what would become one of the best information dumps, when Mark Dara and John Warner jumped on stream to walk us through the full gameplay video. This is the first point we really got a sense of what Anthem will play like, how the mission structures would work, going from solo play to group play, as well as gameplay. Unfortunately, from here information went a bit quiet for several months, with the only drip feed of information coming from Twitter, though we did get some nice updates on the website, slowly filling out the information on the classes and a new trailer showing off some of the story elements. That brings us pretty much up to the last few months, which have been drastically different. Starting in mid-November, Anthem, and specifically some of the most notable names, began streaming regularly, targeted on specific topics, alongside considerable updates to the websites. This is where the most information started to roll in, dwarfing all that of the year to date, bringing with it more content creators moving towards the higher profile and in correlation with the more hype or at least general awareness for Anthem. These streams, mostly featuring Mike Gamble and Ben Irving, who along with other developers have been focused on specific topics, slowly answering all the questions we have as a community: customization, gear, progression, strongholds, and specific Javelin gameplay. In addition to more Q&As, we've still got some way to go, and we'll never run out of questions, but they've done a lot to answer the broad strokes and be open to follow-up questions, especially via Twitter. Topping off the year with Anthem's alpha stress test, allowing a surprisingly large amount of players to try out the game firsthand, and it's been a busy year for Anthem, with launch approaching just around the corner. We have the first playable demo coming in less than a month, an openly playable demo shortly after, and many of us will be playing the game midway through February. There is still a lot to learn about the game and how it will function at launch and beyond. Many are still on the fence about Anthem due to its departure from the traditional Bioware games, or even just its association with EA. To them I say, wait and see, but be open to what the game has to offer. There are never any guarantees that a game will be great, or that monetization will be balanced. But to those points I'd say, Anthem up until this point has done things right. They've not overpromised a world with little to no gameplay to show for it. Everyone has a chance to try before they buy. They aren't filling the game with predatory microtransactions, targeting gambling addictions to make extra money as there are no loot boxes in this game. They don't have a list of never-ending additions of random items, season passes or day one DLC, and the gameplay, at least so far, is deep, with long-term replayability at its core, while also including a strong story and rich world to throw yourself into. I'm still not going to recommend you pre-order the game, as you never should, and the industry is better off if we don't in general. What I will say is at least try it. If you're still unsure, wait to see the reviews and player feedback before making an informed decision. 2018 was full of disappointment in video games, from marketing disasters, asset flips, intrusive microtransactions, and hype led via dishonest marketing. Anthem has avoided all of that, and if it sticks to the path it's been on, we could see 2019 start off on a much better foot. I'll be making content for Anthem every week up until and beyond launch. This week in Anthem will be returning in the new year, currently scheduled for Monday, every single week. In addition to these roundups, I'll be making a basic series, to give everyone new to the Anthem community an understanding of what the game is and what you can expect, in addition to doing deep dives into the lore, mechanics, items of the game every week. And if I start seeing any issues with the way Anthem is operating, I'll be sure to give my opinions and warning as needed. I'll still be covering other games throughout the year, such as more Lore Watch, with the next one coming very soon. But I hope Anthem can live up to its promise and become my main game. The community we have already is great, with dozens of community members creating art and content of all types. If you haven't seen it already, your Anthem, along with over a dozen content creators, created a community letter to BioWare that I highly recommend you check out for those to watch in 2019. Thanks for watching this year in Anthem. It's been a long year, but it's only the beginning. As always, please let me know your thoughts on this video below, and any requests for content going into the new year. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe to support the channel, and use the bell to be notified of content as it goes live. Until next time, I've been Dante, thanks for watching.